Good afternoon, family, friends, honored guests. My name is Chris Simpson. I am the principal of Leander High School. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I would like to welcome you to the much anticipated Leander High School Class of 2023 graduation ceremony. You may be seated. To begin our ceremony, I would like to introduce the senior class vice president, Brinley Windsor.
At this time, would you please remain standing? Gentlemen, remove your hats for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the playing of our national anthem.
It's like a Catholic service. We're good. Not you, not kids. Sorry, Brinley. Shouldn't have had him sit down.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to introduce the honored guests and participants on stage. Please stand when you are called. Superintendent of LISD Schools, Dr. Bruce Gearing. Members of the Leander ISD School Board, President Trish Bodie. Vice President Dr. Gloria Gonzalez Dolucia. Secretary Anna Smith. Board Member Sade Fashokun, Board Member Christine Maurer, Board Member Francesca Romans, Leander ISD Chief of Staff Dr. Sarah Grissom, Leander ISD Central Office Personnel, Leander High School Feeder School Principals, Leander Middle School Principal Josh Haug, Running Brushy Middle School Principal Dr. Jim Rose, Giddens Elementary Principal Sally Hill, C.C. Mason Elementary Principal Abby Cannell, and Leander High School Administration and Counseling. Thanks for all your support and hard work with the senior class. The class of 2023 respectfully requests, out of consideration for the graduates, their families, and friends, that you refrain from using air horns or other noise-making devices during the graduation ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce the senior class secretary, Jenna Mitchell, who will give the opening comments.
Good afternoon. Graduates, family, friends, teachers, and staff, welcome to the graduation of the Leander High School class of 2023. I am honored to speak at today's graduation, so thank you all for coming to the celebration and recognition of these seniors. Now, seniors, this is it. These are some of the last moments we will all be together. In just a few moments, we'll get called onto the stage, receive our diplomas, move our tassels, throw our caps in the air, and just like that, our time at Leander High School will come to an end. Seniors, I will ask one thing from you all this afternoon. Remember this moment. Cherish this. Celebrate you and all the wonderful things you've done in high school because you deserve it. I know you will all go on to do amazing things and conquer the world, while others will go to UT. You've spent thousands of hours in school, not even counting the tutorials before and after school, multiple hours of homework, extracurriculars, sporting practices, and all the other things we've done. Some of you may have been looking forward to this day, and some of you may have been dreading this day. As most of you know, our high school career has been nowhere near what we expected. We walked into school our freshman year on August 15th, 2019, not knowing that our freshman year would get cut off by the coronavirus. Okay. What we thought was an extra week off of school for spring break turned into us face-to-face on a computer screen for the remainder of our freshman and sophomore years. Okay, yeah, what I meant to say was the black screens with our names because, let's be honest, all of us were lying in bed, on mute, scrolling on TikTok. We faced many unknowns our sophomore year. The unknown of having in-person football games on Friday nights, the unknown of what new hobbies we should try to learn, the unknown of how to handle online classes. At the end of our sophomore year, many of us were still unsure if we were going to have a normal junior year, because at this time, we still had not had a full year of high school. Now comes junior year, with many of us getting thrown into the old normal that included the pressure of AP and IB classes without having a clue how to study for the tests or manage our time. We gave our blood, sweat, and tears for this diploma, and each and every one of you deserves it. As we head off on to our next great adventures, whether that be college, trade school, culinary school, staying close to home, serving in our country's military, or traveling the world, I want us to take a look back at our sophomore year again. As I've said before, we were all pretty much waking up 5 minutes before our first Zoom call, logging on, and laying in bed until we had the motivation to get up. We were mentally exhausted. Yeah, we may not have been doing much, but for 6 to 7 hours of our day, we were on a screen listening to our teachers. We weren't in a classroom, we weren't with our friends, and we weren't having those fun and unique hallway interactions with Principal Simpson that everyone looks forward to. Now, this might not be what we wanted, or what High School Musical, or Grease for our parents said high school would be like, but look at us. We've all become these smart, talented, confident adults who truly are able to do anything we set our minds to. I believe that our sophomore year allowed us to all discover something new about ourselves. Maybe you found something you love to do and want to pursue. Or maybe you found something you're really good at that you were unaware of. Maybe you discovered how much you love chemistry, or how interesting American history is, or that writing an essay isn't so bad. Or maybe, just maybe, you found that math is actually super fun. Thanks, Miss Queen. Besides those academic discoveries, maybe you took on playing a new sport, or you enjoy coding, or ceramics is your favorite thing to do with your free time. Whatever it is that you've learned to love, it shaped you into the individual you are today. Now, personally, for me, I have found that public speaking isn't all that bad, and that the best version of yourself is to just be yourself. As I'm standing here in front of all 400 plus of you, I have a pretty good feeling that each and every one of you will venture out and represent Leander High School in a positive, uplifting manner, even those who do go to UT. Seniors, I said this before, but take a moment to look around at the people you've gone to school with for 4 years, or maybe even since kindergarten. We've grown up with each other. We've walked the halls together, celebrated after football games at Whataburger, shared laughs and inside jokes with one another, and even supported each other during some of our toughest moments. We've done it all together and shared some pretty incredible memories. Today, we are creating one final memory as the class of 2023, and I want to congratulate you one more time. You did it. The time has officially come. We've grown up. Now it's time to go show everyone how incredible we are. As a wise woman once said, and yes, it's Taylor Swift, hard things will happen to us. We will recover. We will learn from it. We will grow more resilient because of it. My last piece of advice for the graduating class of 2023 is to always be kind to one another. Thank you, everyone. Congrats and gig 'em.
Oh, Jenna Mitchell. Thank you for the boot. Thank you. I'd like to welcome Dr. Bruce Gearing, Superintendent of Leander ISD Schools, to present our honor graduates. Dr. Gearing.
It is my honor and privilege to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2023 for Leander High School. Please put your hands together for Brian Bowie. Brian is the son of Kelvin and Linda. He is a National Merit Finalist and has served as a member of National Honor Society and Robotics, in addition to Skills USA and Science Olympiad. Brian will graduate with a GPA of 5.712 and attend the University of Texas at Austin this fall to study electrical and computer engineering. Please welcome to the podium your salutatorian, Brian Bowie.
Thank you, Dr. Gearing, for that warm introduction, and thank you to everyone who has supported me these past 4 years. I could never have done it without you all. Thank you to my lovely parents who made me take 3 years of PE. Thank you to my incredible teachers, and only the incredible ones. You know who you are. And finally, thank you to my amazing friends who always have my back no matter what, even the Aggies. I love you guys. Being salutatorian is no easy task. My social life is in shambles. Girls give me constant attention, but only when they need help on homework. And now I have to give a speech that I, like any diligent student, finished at 3 a.m. the night before it was due. However, today is not about me. It's about something far greater and monumental. Today is the first time that I get to shake Mr. Simpson's hand. Just kidding. Today is about us. Today marks the end of our childhood and the transition to adulthood. Today we celebrate the past and look forward to the future. Today we, the class of 2023, graduate. Wherever we go, we are bound to find success, whether that be college, trade school, the military, or Madagascar. Today, we receive our high school diplomas, the second most important piece of paper in our lives after Costco coupons. Hopefully, our English classes have prepared us enough to read them. When they hand you your diploma, keep moving just in case to try to take it back. IB students will find a small pamphlet included with their diplomas finally answering exactly what the theory of knowledge is. This glorified receipt is our ticket to the future, and for some, lifelong student debt. But before we move on to student loans, let us take a moment to reminisce about these past short years. All those countless hours we spent up late at night doing homework, studying for exams, and procrastinating. The good memories we made with each other, the hundreds of math formulas we had to memorize, and the joy of being with our friends, and the intense but rewarding struggles. It may feel sad to leave such a forgiving environment in exchange for the cruel real world. Some of us may feel less like high school seniors and more like senior citizens. I assure you that is only because of the joint pain from writing pages of notes and the eye bags from staying up late. After graduation, we can finally fully realize our dreams of becoming doctors, engineers, business owners, elephant trainers, or whatever our hearts desire. Inside everyone here is the incredible potential to change the world in a tremendously positive way. Our futures are brighter than the stars, and our goals are just as far away. But high school has provided us with the rocket we need to get there. Always remember that each and every one of us is unique, and while our rockets may vary, the only way we will ever reach our goals is through collaboration and hard work. So look out for each other. Thank you. And if you want to take pictures with me, I'll be at the parking lot afterwards. $5 a piece. Once again, thank you for everyone for attending. Congratulations to us all for this momentous occasion, and thank you for the wonderful memories.
Your salutatorian for the class of 2023 for Leander High School is Eric Judas. Eric is the son of Vlad and Nina Judas. He is the president of Leander High School's robotics team, an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, and an IB ambassador. Eric is also a member of Mu Alpha Theta and Skills USA. He will graduate with a 5.806 GPA and will attend Cornell University this fall to study computer science. Please put your hands together. And welcome to the podium, your valedictorian, Eric Judas.
Thank you, Dr. Gearing, for that very kind introduction. I'd like to thank my parents and my brothers for supporting me and aiding me to arrive where I am now. And I would like to thank my friends and teachers, particularly Mr. Wasson, for being there at every turn during these tumultuous events we have witnessed in these short years. That being said, today is not about me. Today is a day to celebrate each and every one's achievements. For some, you have made it through the 4 most challenging and arduous years of your life, while for others, your journey has only just started. Remember, your success is not measured by where you finally stand, but rather by how far you have traveled from where you started to the stage which you will proudly walk in just one moment. Regardless, all of you have achieved indispensable skills that can be applied directly to real life, and now there is no better time to do so than with the pressing issues that are plaguing us today. We are still young, and our optimism and willpower to change the world now burns strongly within us all. As such, it is vital that we apply our obtained knowledge now. We can use history to look back at the peaceful protests of Gandhi, pushing India to independence from the British, and Martin Luther King Jr., calling for civil rights reforms in this very country. You can use chemistry and physics to see exactly the problem with growing carbon emissions. You can see how carbon dioxide, methane, and sulfur dioxide from combustion engines lead to an ever-increasing greenhouse effect and connect it to the rise of global temperatures to the point that in 4 years' time, the Earth is expected to breach a critical global warming threshold in conjunction with El Nino. You can use your knowledge of the American government system to look for ways to reform the legislation by voting in people who are capable of making these changes necessary. You can contact your state senators and representatives to call for legislation to address rights that are being taken away in the blink of an eye, to restore stability in the education system, and to make it, once more, safe to go to school. But what happens if we remain passive? What happens if we fail to stand up for what we believe in? Maintain your education, read the news, talk with verified experts, engage in meaningful conversations, and immerse yourself in the knowledge of the world around you. And I ask you, I urge you to be the person who pushes for change. Separated, we may not achieve much, but as a community, as a whole, and as a species concerned for our own livelihood, we can move mountains and reshape the world. Thank you.
Eric, again, congratulations on your accomplishments and thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the Leander High School Choir, who will perform Homeward Bound. All right, I'd like to invite the senior members to return to their seats. Awkward pause. Yeah, it's fine. Let's give it up for the 2023 again. Let's just do it. Because here comes the fun part. Great job, choir. Here we go. It is with great pride that I begin the most anticipated part of our ceremony, the presentation of the class of 2023 and the awarding of the diplomas. Yes, they have earned it, folks. Here we go. Madam President, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Gearing, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Leander High School, it is my honor to certify the Leander High School class of 2023. At this time, will our ushers please come forward, and will our first row of graduates please stand? At this time, I'd like the members of the Board of Trustees and Dr. Gearing to come forward so we can begin the conferring of our diplomas. Audience members, as Brinley said, today's ceremony is intended to be celebratory and exciting. We also request that it be very dignified and honoring to all of our graduates. Our goal is that each name would be clearly understood. Therefore, we respectfully request that you refrain from lengthy displays of affirmation so the next name might be clearly heard and honored. Thank you. Let's go, Lions.
Eric Gregory Judas. Brian Bowie. Rama Antique Merchant. Neha Posaker. Ryan Min Duk Vong. Nathan Harris. Sienna Danielle Gachow. Elizabeth Ann Unger. Jaden William Arnold. Grace A. Lopez. Alonzo Romero Guillen. Rosalinda Acosta. Aiden Reese Adepathia. Bailey Atkinson. Zane Robbie Adra. Misipsa Agersif. Alexandria Abigail Aguilar. Holly Akers. Madeline Marisol Alanis. Carlos Alejo Alaman. Aiden Jeffrey Alexander. Nuha Moise Ali. Season Elizabeth Allen. Justin Osiris Almanza. Itzel Alvarez. Mia Annalise Amaya. Nathan Francis Amerson. Garrett Samuel Anderson. Kai Matthew Anderson. Madeline Isabel Apperly. Yamali Marie Arias Poudrier. Sarija Aurora. Landon Alexander Osmus, Jr. Marcos Emmanuel Avalos, Jr. Ayan Nasru Badapura. Jack Henry Batter. Emily Faith Bagby. Emma Elizabeth Grace Barr. Tyson Connor Baker. Isaiah Benton Arnold. Ava Elizabeth Baldwin. Ava Elizabeth Baldwin. Jasmine Rochelle Bonda. Abhishek Baral. Avery Elizabeth Barnett. Seth Joseph Barrios. Kylie Victoria Bartusik. Kylie Morgan Basie. Lucas Sean Baumgardner. Sarah Nicole Beard. Larissa Martinez Benavides.
Katlyn Mimi Bernal. Vansh Bardwash. Dylan Michael Bagini. Cassidy Lee Billingsley. Jeremy Jack Bird. Emily Erin Blair. Keon Victor Blake. Christopher Sean Boardman. Marcus Isaiah Bolero. Hannah Elizabeth Booth. Caleb James Bradford. Seth Andrew Brakefield. Caden Paul Brennan. Abigail Renee Brishke. Aiden Neil Brister. Aubrey Michelle Brock. Rhett Matthew Bronsted. Jeremiah Madison Brown. Ryan Edward Brown. Gottfried George Brooks III. Gavin James Brzezinski. Mia Lynn Burgess.
Leonard Josh Burku. Damasio Martel Bryant. Cameron Jason Berkman. Matthew Aaron Burris. Liam Michael Burritt. Micaiah Burton Leonard. Ethan Charles Butler. Aiden Lane Bybee. Alexandra Reagan Cagle. Annabella Grace Cagle. Jessica Yadira Calixtro Castro. Aiden Campoy. Asia Lee Espinos Cantrell. Ruby Sylvia Cargill. That's perfect. Alexis Caranco. Elvis Castro. Emma Louise Kavanaugh. Daniel Cedillo Jr. John Paul Chamberlain Jr. Kennedy Ann Chavette. Juliet Elizabeth Chavarine. Tanner Lee Christensen. Savannah Joanne Clapp. Tristan Gregory Cochran. Caleb Sean Cole. Corrigan Hayes Cole. Jose Antonio Colunga Garcia. Ellie Elizabeth Cook. Gracie Gardner Cook. Adam Drake Leon Cooksey. Jaira Wade Cooper. Ashlyn Nicole Cox. Christopher Aaron Kraft. Daniel Max Kreitz. Marley Paige Croft. Miranda Paige Crumley. Chrissy Hogan Curry. Gavin Jacob DeBus. Alyssa Katrina DeKinga. Jackson Thomas Churchman. Avril Samantha Fajaro Banda. Avery Marie De Silva. Jathan Daisy Jr. Francisco Oscar Rivanera Dingleson. Maya Bogak Do. Bree Anna Dossie. Hey, Christopher. Ready, Christopher? Awesome. Christopher Dossie Jr. Yay, Christopher! Bailey Elise Dove. Keegan Liam Doyle. Peyton Claire Doyle. Damon LaVar Drayton Jr. Sean Michael Duncan Jr. Cassidy Kathleen Eves.
Quentin Lee Edmondson Jr. Emma Alexis Edwards. Muhammad Ahmed Ifraifer. Elger. Orion Lee Elger. John Alexander Emmond. Isaac Escobedo Miranda. Noe Escobedo Olivas Jr. Javier Alejandro Escobedo. Damian Isaiah Espinosa. Zoe Renee Evans. Landon Xavier Farias. Autumn Nicole Farrington. Caleb Bailey Fari. Anthony Cole Flores. Shayla Desiree Florence Garcia. Devin Frias. Christian Martin Gamboa. Rohan Krishnan Ganesh. Melosh Garcia Gonsalves. Yahir Alan Garcia. Angel Damian Garmendia. Shyla Marie Garvin. Joaquin Eliseo Garza. Lina Jolie Gerard. Madeline Joy Glens. Griffin Paul Glum. Kendall Danette Goebel. Gavin Gage Goldstein. Emily Monique Gomez Valdez. Julio Gomez Zuniga. Jeremiah Nicholas Gonzalez. Peyton Thomas Gordon. Chase Leonard Gray. Hunter Jeffrey Gray. Braden Connor Griffin. Hannah Marie Griffune. Eric David Grover. Paxton Grow. Izzy Marie Gutierrez.
Aiden Ryan Guzman. Jeremy Isaiah Guzman. Samantha Naomi Guzman. Tanya Rodswa George Guaze. Mariah Rochelle Haas. Haley Janet Hobreck. Hunter Allen Hare. Jacob Overton Hale. Kendall Lauren Haley. Madeline Grace Hall. Avani Malia Handy Bosma. Jenna Diane Hanlon. Isaiah Eric Allen Hansen. Brenna Harkins. James Tolentino Harrison. Cassidy May Housum. Gabriel James Healy. Kayla Jeanne Hellman. Connor John Henry. Alan Ivan Hernandez. Cynthia Carolina Hernandez Escobar. Genesee Eliza Hernandez. Desiree Rochelle Moreno. Rico Adrian Hernandez. Alan Anqua Wong. Trevor Stephen Hoffman. Finley Kathleen Hoffmaster. Bert Angel Sabino Holyfield. Ashley Lynn Honeycutt. Torrin Zoe Hooks. Brianna Marie Hoppe. Angelina Natalia Hoskins. Caitlin Grace Hudson. Holden Michael Hughes. Ava Courtney Hooling. Bradford Clark Hunt IV. William James Hutton. Jonah Cole Hayden. Jackson Cooper Irvin. Jacob Nader Jabber. Hannah Hope Jackson.
Henry Ruben Jacobs. Leonardo Jaimes Gallegos. Oh! Hadley Elizabeth James. Johann Benjamin Jew. Ryan William John. James Raymond Johnson. Austin Jones. Bryn Emma Jones. Damaya Paige LaVey Jones. Jacob Baz Jones. Lindley Nicole Joseph. Arian Casey. Joshua Vincent Carnes. Caleb Martez Karshner. Faraz Abbas Cosme. Brianna Jean Keister. Allison Renee Kiner. Corey Danielle Kurlick. Adham Mohammed Koloff. Bella Grace Cuttree. Casey Marie Kilpatrick. Cassidy Claire King. Anthony Francis Claire V. Ethan Lansang Knight. Isco Kokabas. Mega Kondoji. Olivia Gabrielle Koriath. Andriy Krasnicki. Jaden Richard Longil. David Brady Larson. Ava Givens LaRue. Kyle Christopher Lavin. Rayleigh Shea Lohan. Megan Renee Lawson. Maximilian Vladimir Lapert. Nelsie Michelle Lazaro. River LeBlanc.
Gabriela Cecilia Lerma Rosales. Khalil Diamante Liggins. Brandon Michael Lightbody. Nicole Joe Lilly. Alyssa Java Linder. Austin Carol Link. Caitlin Hannah Livingston. Jennifer Lopez Gonzalez. Gilbert Lopez Tovar Jr. Annabella Marie Lopez. Drake Ricardo Lopez. Lorenzo Anthony Lopez. Martin Lopez. Hayden Michael Lucas. Cayetana Dolores Lucero IV. Audrey Ann Lumbreras. David Luna Jr. Dylan Charles Lunsford. Roman Jax Lynch. Colin Galaviz McGee. Sebastian Jude McGee. Sophia Ruth McGee. Aiden Abnett Magnuson. Annalise Alfie Magnuson. Caitlin Lee Mahan. Sebastian William Malwitz. Anjali Pali Malapali. Kaylee Taylor Marikini. Haley Marie Marshall. Nathan Daniel Martin. Callie Taylor Martin. Lindsay Raylyn Martin. Delcy Odette Martinez Ramos. Giovanna Lynn Martinez. Sarah Nazreen Mashadi Albagasar. Mackenzie Marie Matula. Eliana Faith Mall. Jack Matthew McCabe. Leah Unby McCoy. Avery Lee McDaniel.
Max McLaughlin. Devin Miles McMurray. Grace Elizabeth Mayer. Aria Rose Medina. Isaiah Richard Medrano. Alexis Caitlin Mencher. Karen Elena Mendoza. Sophia Mendoza. Sonia Mendoza. Arhan Kareem Merchant. Aiden Robert Maroney. Colin Reed Meyer. Genevieve Laverle Midda. Rena Gabriella Milter. Anaria Monique Milton. Jenna Nicole Mitchell. Kelsey Renee Mitchell. Jesus Molina Jr. Ayan Momin. Zion Momin. Aiden Joel Montez. Eduardo Morales. Lauren Luz Morales. Cesar Moreno Escobedo. Seth Aaron Moreno. Vanessa Sophia Morin. Abigail Grace Morris. Jael Loresna Mosley. Zachary Jeremiah Moulton. Journey Narvel Myers. Audrey Sue Navin. Alyssa Ngoc Wynn. Leah T. Wynn. Ava Claire Norris. Caleb Richard Nyberg. Nathan Orosky. Mason Joseph Alden. Mario Erasmo Olivo.
Nicholas Daniel Orbanati. Christopher Avilio Ordonez. Karina Pilar Ortega. Pablo Ortiz Pena. Nathaniel Ortiz. Nicholas Anthony Ortiz. Tyler Jeffrey Oswald. Hallie Francis Owsley. Jordan Lynn Marie Owens. Daniel Young Pan. Samriti Pandi. Jonas Ryan Parks. Maximilian Alistair Perry. Emily Rose Parsons. Larson Carmen Petit. Brooklyn Sky Patterson. Peyton Kazuku Paul. Jesse Micah Paulson. Cooper Logan Peavy. Dominic Arcelo Panic Carrillo. Talia Saray Perkins. Tamara Sade Perkins. Andrew Thomas Permenter. Kevin Lee Pham. Carnell Josias Pollins. Cade Alexander Pope. Jason Craig Potter. McKinley Brianne Potter. Rachel Alice Poycottle. Evan Xavier Prater. Reagan Amel Pruitt. Zagan Drake Purcell. Kennedy Marie Quinn. Aiden Thomas Ragsdale. Kayla Yasmin Ramirez Tikum. Anaya Noli Ramirez. Sanjeev Ramkumar.
Diana Ramon. Abigail Ruth Ramos. Mateo Ramos. Mariah Rasaili. Miles Benjamin Rankin. Kendrick Renteria. Humberto Reyes Jr. Michelle Gia Ree. Selvi Nirav Ribadia. Chase Alexander Ryder. Carson Lavon Riley. Sebastian Rivas. Marcelino Rivera Martinez. Jenna Soren Robinette. Jonah Zachary Robledo. Johan Josue Rodriguez. Catherine Rodriguez. Noah Sky Rodriguez. Sasha Rodriguez. Zayden Troy Rodriguez. Alina May Cryer Rowe. Ani Lynn Charlize Rowe. Brian Alberto Romero Gonzalez. Gracelyn Shinya Root. Jason Alexander Rosas. Isabella Grace Ruff. Anna Rose Ryder. Kareem Rami Saidi. Aiden Pierce Salazar. Denia Jimena Salazar. Gail Nicholas Salty. David Edward Schmitz. Clara Rachel Schitz. Reagan Faith Schwab. Lily Maria Schwalbach. Sophia Grace Scolio. Alyssa Nicole Scott. Finley Gabrielle Scott. Wilson Miller Ray Scott.
Alexander Charles Darcy Secord. Sydney Kate Seifert. Sayla Gabriella Shearer. Braden Craig Scheuer. Mason Robert Sickles. Garrett Andrew Sisk. Corinne Marie Smith. Stephen Ray Smith. Travis Alexander Smithson. Baylor Aiden Snow. Jasmine Solazarno Franco. Win Amelia Sosna. Sayla Marie Sparks. Meredith Hasminka Spear. Wyatt Paul Stack. Samuel John Staffen. Jackson Elijah Stevens. Kirsten Lee Stevens. Madison Stevens. Bradley Holt Story. Autumn Philistia Faye Sturdivant. Alexander Joshua Sue. Maximus Sesteta. Anya Elena Swift. Christian Knight Swint. Meadow Ava Tello. Nicholas Fu Tao. Ella Ryan Theismann. Natalie Ray Thomas. Aaliyah Shayna Thompson. Marissa Lynn Thornton. You're good. Aiden Wendell Thurman. Tuli Hilla Aurora Timonen. Francisco Kid Tianero Jr. Madeline Grace Toll. William Andrew Toll. Avril Toledo Diaz. Ava Braden Torp. Carla Abigail Toruco. Juan Manuel Tovar Torres. Jafia Latrice Townsend.
Nathaniel Taylor Tracy. Lexi Amber Trisselt. Caleb Gentry Trollope. Megan Elaine Tucker. Shaylin Ray Tucker. Carver Lee Ulrich. Ihan Samir Umatia. Samantha Ann Valdez. Simone Vallo. Ian Tyler Vance. Charles Oliver Vanskoy. Joe Angel Vasquez. Raylan Purdy Vasquez. Vivian Teresa Vaughn. Madeline Grace Vaughn. Samantha Catherine Vasquez. Joseph William Velwald. Allison Ryan Vest. Laksha Raji Vijay Kumar. Jason Antonio Villatoro Hernandez. William Antonio Villatoro Hernandez. Alex Henry Vogel. Donovan Max Walden. Cassie Lee Warren. Benjamin Jayoung Weaver. Mackenzie Elizabeth Wellington. Emily Reese Westmoreland. Ashley Elizabeth Whitten. Bryn Elizabeth Wisnant. William Gregory White. Clarissa Jane Whitlock. Lydia Ann Wiesman. Evan Reed Williams. Haley Jane Williams. Brinley Danielle Windsor. Olivia Grace Winton. Giovanni Cholokotsi Lim. Hallie Heeman Yadav. Robert Ty Yoakum. Sarah Eunice. Haley Jane Young. Haley Elizabeth Yunt. Ashley Paula Zamora. Paulina Markovna Zintek. Kaden Zambrun. Victor Levine Zorita Jr.
Almost there, folks. Let's give one more round of applause for the class of 2023. This afternoon, I have the honor of recognizing some of the unique accomplishments of the class of 2023. The class of 2023 has students who have chosen to serve our country and protect our freedoms and those of others. If you have enlisted in a branch of the armed services, will you please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Yes. Thank you. You may be seated. The class of 2023 is the 15th class to participate in the Austin Community College Dual Credit Program. Leander High School has 107 seniors who have earned 3 or more credit hours through this program. This year's senior class has earned a grand total of 1,185 college credit hours, which equates to a cost of attendance savings, thank you, Mr. Nelson, in their post-secondary education of nearly $2.1 million at Texas public institutions. If you participated in the dual credit program, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to recognize all of the students who are graduating as Texas Scholars. Recognition is given to seniors who graduate on the Leander ISD Distinguished Honors Graduation Plan. This class of 2023 has 293 students graduating as Texas Scholars. If you have been awarded a Texas Scholars Medal, please stand up and be recognized at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. This year, we have 40 International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates recognized by a white stole and 10 IB course candidates recognized by silver cords. The IB Diploma candidates have completed a rigorous 2-year program in which they took college-level courses in 6 academic subjects. In addition, they took a theory of knowledge course. They showed commitment to creativity, activity, and service over 2 years, and they completed a 4,000-word extended essay in a subject of their choice. If you are an IB student, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. The Advanced Placement Program gives students the opportunity to take college-level courses and exams in a variety of content areas to earn college credit and placement. This year, 150 seniors took a total of 323 AP exams. If you're an AP student, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Career and technical education is an integral part of the Lion community, and I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all of those students who have completed and earned an industry-based certification. Please stand and be recognized. There should have been a few more. Thank you. You may be seated. Lastly, I would like to recognize all of our students who have been awarded over $2.3 million in scholarships for their academic achievements, merits, talents, and athletic abilities. If you are a recipient of a scholarship, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. In what seems like a lifetime ago, with a pandemic somewhere in the middle, you enter the halls of Leander High School as wide-eyed freshmen trying to navigate new schedules, the kids with beards, and lunches with kids aged 14 through 18. Here in a few minutes, you're going to leave this HEB Center as a graduate who will have a future as an electrician, a serviceman, an artist, a musician, an athlete, an educator, or whatever path you choose to take. I'm confident that you are going to choose something that fits your unique personality and your own unique future. As the faculty and staff at Leander High School, we have had the distinct pleasure of walking next to you and watching you grow into resilient young women and men who look to make better in the world. Whether it be watching you create in the classroom, competing on the field, the court, or on the stage, I have so enjoyed being a part of your growth and your education. I will miss you. Thank you for the impact that you have left on me, for all the selfies and the memories. I challenge you as you leave the halls of Leander High School and enter this endless world of possibilities, then each and every day you strive to be kind to others and to make the world around you a better place. Thank you to all of our family, friends, guests, and educators for your part in making today and these past 4 years special for these students. Students, make sure to take time to thank someone who has made an impact on your journey to becoming a high school graduate. I wish the best for each and every one of you. At this time, please direct your attention to the screen to view a video prepared by Mr. Dirks and our fantastic audiovisual staff, and enjoy a look back at some of the memories that made the class of 2023. Thank you.
What advice would you have to the graduating class this year?
Class of 2023, get your eyes up and see the world around you.
You're going to be terrible at things. It's okay to fail. It's not okay to give up.
Be good people, find good people to be with, and by all means, vote.
Drink tons of water, get plenty of sleep, manage your time well, and go to class.
Be true to yourself and don't be afraid to chase your dreams.
If you're going to hoot with the owls at night, be ready to soar with the eagles in the morning.
What word would you use to describe the last 4 years?
Enjoyable, busy,
Unforgettable,
fulfilling,
fun, stressful,
Driving,
improvement,
studious, progress, growth, family.
Make sure you wear sunscreen and always brush your teeth before bed.
Go change the world for the better. And remember, you are enough. Do your best every day and keep on smiling.
Put down your phone and tune into current events and find out what's going on in the world around you. Try to be a lifelong learner and continue to improve yourself.
Enjoy where you are, because before you know it, you're going to be wishing you were back in these days.
(2023), one of my all-time favorite quotes by Peter DeVries: "We are not primarily put on this earth to see through one another, but to see one another through." Folks, you have walked the hallways of Leander High School since you were freshmen, running through a global pandemic. You have met tons and tons of interesting people, all different religions, all different ethnicities, teachers, students, parents, you name it, you've met it. I can give you is to be kind to one another. Get your eyes up. Look at people when you talk to them. Understand their stories. Don't just make assumptions based on a little bit of information you may have from one interaction, but get to know people and pay attention. Pay attention to the small things. You're going to look up and you're going to be 48 years old with 4.5 years left in your career, and you don't want to miss the small things. Thank you, Mr. Dirks and our AV staff for that wonderful presentation. For our closing speaker, I'd like to welcome Senior Class President Samantha Valdez, who will deliver our closing remarks. Ms. Valdez.
Good afternoon. I know that it's been a long ceremony, and many of my fellow graduates are eager to get their phones back, so I will try to be brief. I would like to start off by thanking all the people who helped us get to this milestone. To the parents, thank you for providing us with love and encouragement every step of the way. To the teachers, thank you for teaching us something new, something useful, and at times, something completely useless. I would also like to give a special thanks to Mr. Simpson for spreading positivity throughout LHS and for letting us tape him to a wall during lunch. To my fellow classmates, graduation is a time filled with mixed emotions, mostly because there's a very high possibility that we will never see each other again. We've completed 13 years of school. We now have gained the knowledge to prepare us for the real world. Well, I hope we did. We now know how to analyze poetry, identify plant and animal cells, solve quadratic equations, you know, all the necessary things adults use on a daily basis. Thanks to COVID, our first normal year of high school was our senior year. We will be known as those tech-savvy kids who were born in the early 2000s, also known as Generation Z. We are the generation who grew up watching Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, Austin Alley, and so many more amazing Disney shows. We are the generation of rainbow balloon bracelets, silly bands, slime, One Direction, and Pillow Pets. We are the generation of technology and social media which have dominated our young lives. We have finally arrived at the part of this speech where you will receive life advice from a 17-year-old with limited life experience. I want you to know that life is way more than just grades, Instagram likes, popularity, and other people's opinions of you. You need to do things well, but not too well, because it may backfire and you'll need to give a speech in front of thousands of people. After all, the 500 of us who will be graduating today will have 500 different futures. Many of us will move away from here, and many of us will stay. But the one thing we all have in common, besides not knowing how to prepare taxes, is that we will experience challenges when we work towards our dreams. Although some dreams may not seem achievable at that moment, never give up on your goals. Instead, do as Doris said and just keep swimming. Before closing, I'd like to personally thank a few people. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything that you have done to help me become the person I am today. Thank you for always being there when I needed it the most. I always knew that my parents were looking forward to today, not because the youngest is graduating, but because they will now have an empty bedroom where they can remodel into a home gym. To my sister Stephanie, thank you for being my role model and my best friend. I look forward to joining you in the fall at Texas State and making new memories together. To Ms. Hall, thank you for always putting in so much effort and helping a practicum of health science students become certified clinical medical assistants. To Mr. Monroe, thank you for simplifying complicated math lessons and always reminding me to believe in myself. Finally, thank you to my teacher who suggested I use ChatGPT to write this speech. I won't mention any names, but thank you, Mr. Bryant. In all seriousness, thank you to Mr. Bryant for getting to know each and every one of your students on a personal level. I will also never forget how good you are at playing Uno. To my fellow graduates, I know you are all destined to do great things, whether you're going off to college, a branch in the military, or joining the workforce. But wherever life takes you, please remember to cherish every second, live in the present, do the things that scare you, learn from your mistakes, be crazy, but most importantly, be kind. Thank you, and congratulations to the Leander High School Class of 2023.
Thank you, Samantha. At this time, I would like to invite our graduates, family, and friends to stand with us as we sing the Leander High School song one last time together. The words will be up there, folks, don't worry, so we're good. to you forevermore. Love and friendship, just cause to our colors white and blue. Let's meander, Leander, till we make our dreams come true. Just kidding, the words weren't up there. It was a trick. Reminder that during the recessional, the graduates will exit the same way they came in, to the right and left of the stage. Graduates, you'll be able to meet and greet family and friends on the sides and the front of the arena. Graduates, the tassel attached to your cap is used for both differentiation and unifying purposes. The graduation tassel represents a belonging to a particular class that has completed its goals. The traditional turning of the tassel at graduation symbolizes one's transition from candidate to graduate. In recognition of the conferring of your diploma, it is now time. Please turn your tassel. Nope, not yet. I'll get there, folks. I was trying to beat Glenn, now I'm not going to. So with the turning of your tassel, I bid you farewell, students of Leander High School, and I congratulate you, the class of 2023. Throw them up, folks.
Thank you for coming to HEB Center at Cedar Park. Please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside of the East Main entrance near the flagpoles.